Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if this is your first time coming across this channel, you're most welcome. Please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below and click the bell icon beside it. Thank you so much. So the previous update about Jodha and AKBAR on my channel was how Ruqayyah blasted Ma'am Anga because Ma'am Anga did not tell her initially that that man was Jamal, and Shivani and Tejvant came back because they caught them, and surprisingly Jalal decided to forgive them because Jalal realized that they love each other. So that was the last update. This is a continuation of that. Please keep watching. A voiceover says that Todama got the message from Agra and he started the journey to Agra. In Amer, they were informed that Shivani was found with Tejvant and Jalal forgave them, and they are now staying in Agra. Barma says that Jalal can forgive them, but they should not expect him to do that. Jodha says that Shivani made a mistake, but she is still Barma's daughter. Barma says that daughters should only make their fathers proud, so Shivani cannot be his daughter because of what she did. Minavati says that Barma should forget about the past, but Barma says that Shivani brought shame to the Rajvanshi king and she gave Shivani everything that she wanted, but Shivani ran away with some common man. Jodha says that Jalal also forgave Shivani now, so Barma should also do that. Barma says that he prayed that Shivani should live her life with peace, and Barma lives from there. Jodha was in her room and Shenas comes there and says that why is Jodha crying? Jodha says that the Shenas thinks that her tears just keep falling. Shena says that for crying, Jodha doesn't need tears, and Jodha asks that what do Shenas think that she is crying for. Shena says that Jodha's love came here, but did Jodha forgive him? Jodha says that she did not do that, and Shena says that Jodha did not accept Jalal's apology, but Jalal is a good man, and Jalal forgave Jodha's sister. Jodha says that she doesn't know how Jalal did that, because Jalal doesn't understand things of the heart and love. Shena says that even animals also understand love, and Jalal is a man, so he would definitely understand love. Jodha asks that how the Shenas knows about love, and Shena says that because someone loved her too, but she lost the person. Shena says that Jalal loves Jodha a lot, and Jalal has pain in his heart for Jodha, and she knows that Jodha also loves Jalal, but Jodha doesn't want to admit it. Todamal comes to Agra and Jalal was pleased to see him. Jalal says that he called Todamal to give him the position of a finance minister because there are corruption in money collection in the nation. Todamal says that he have no problem to do this, but he have some conditions, and the condition is that he work in his own style, and he would not be answerable to anyone other than Jalal, and he would give report to Jalal only. Jalal says that he accepts, and Adam fumes in anger, and Adam thinks that now Hindus will be the ministers of the Mughals. All the ministers gossip that first Jalal married an Hindu lady, but now Hindus are becoming ministers and they are taking serious places in the palace. And first is Mahan Singh, then Barma, then Tejvant, now Todamal. Sharafuddin says that then why are the people quiet? Kazi says that Jalal reduced their right to speak in the political matters and they can only speak in religious matters. Adam says that it is all because of Adgar, so they have to do something. Jalal looks at the moon and says that he knows that Jodha is also missing him, and Jalal thinks that it's Jodha also looking at the moon. Jalal says that people usually say that kings have everything, but he cannot even bring Jodha back. Salima comes there and asks if she disturbed Jalal, but Jalal says no and he was getting bored, so thanks to Salima for coming. Jalal asks if Salima will take drink, and Salima says that Jalal knows that she doesn't drink. Jalal says that he knows that Salima also wants to ask why he called Todamal here. Jalal says that sometimes we meet some people by coincidence, and it was when he and Jodha went to Prince Shishti, that was when they met Todamal. In Amer, Jodha was with her grandmother, and Jodha says that she doesn't know how Todamal came to Agra during the journey alone, but he was not tired. Jodha says to her grandmother that when she and Jalal were traveling, they were caught by the Mughal soldiers because they couldn't pay tax. In Agra, Jalal says to Salima that Jodha was with him during the journey, so every difficult time was spent easily because Jodha kept smiling in all difficulties and he learnt a lot from Jodha. Jalal says, oh, he was talking about Todamal, and Jalal continued the story that during their journey, Todamal gave them shelter for one day. In Amer, Jodha also tells her grandmother that they went to Todamal's house, and Todamal was pleased with Jalal because Jalal was a great warrior, and Jalal fought with thieves in Todamal's village. Back in Agra, Jalal says to Salima that Todamal also helped him to find Jodha during his last journey of finding Jodha when Jodha left the palace, but Toda Mal did not ask for anything in return. So that was why he called Toda Mal here. Jalal says that Toda Mal is very honest and strict, and he is happy that now he have an honest minister in his palace. Salima says that one should not be recognized by his relationship, but by his work. And Jalal says that he has lost all his relations. Salima says that we learn by making mistakes, and Jalal says that but some mistakes cannot be rectified, just like his mistake of doubting Jodha. Grandma says to Jodha that is Jodha still angry with Jalal, and will Jodha not forgive Jalal? Jodha says that it is not about forgiving, and it is not about her ego, but it is about Jalal's doubt, and how Jalal doubt on her character, and that means that Jalal did not trust her. In Agra, Salima says to Jalal that she is pleased to see that Jalal did not consider that Toda Mal is Hindu and made him a minister. Jalal says that he doesn't care about Toda Mal's religion because Jodha taught him that religion doesn't matter and everything is about the relationship that someone shares with another person, and your relationship with people matters most in knowing what your destination will be. Ma'am Anga calls a maid but no one comes to her, and Ma'am Anga shouted and Javeda comes there. Ma'am Anga says that she did not call Javeda, but Javeda says that all Ma'am Anga's maid has gone, so if Ma'am Anga need anything, then Ma'am Anga can tell her. Ma'am Anga was sad and Ma'am Anga asked Javeda to go. Javeda says that what happened was bad, but it was Ma'am Anga's mistake too, because Ma'am Anga did not tell her before doing all these things, and she could have given Ma'am Anga a good advice because she knows the things of the art. Javeda says that she always respects Ma'am Anga and she will continue to respect her, and she felt bad when Jalal regarded himself that he is not Ma'am Anga's son, but she, Javeda, is Ma'am Anga's daughter-in-law, and she will remain that. And she knows that there are some misunderstanding, but she knows that Ma'am Anga is the best mother and she will remain with Ma'am Anga always. And Ma'am Anga felt emotional and cries, and Ma'am Anga asked Javeda. Toda Mal shows his report about money collection corruption to Jalal, and Toda Mal says that a lot of money were being taken from common men and they are not happy. Jalal says that Toda Mal only came here a while ago, and Toda Mal is saying that his people are not happy with him. Jalal says that they spend so much money on the people's needs, so why would they not be happy? Toda Mal says that Jalal give money, but the money doesn't get to the people, and Jalal asks that what does Toda Mal means. Toda Mal says that Jalal should tell him how much he knows about his ministers and the soldiers, and Jalal says that he doesn't know them very well, but he meets with them daily. Toda Mal says that is right, but Jalal doesn't meet with the people, and the people are far away from Jalal, and he knows that Jalal cannot meet every person, but Jalal is connected to them with the thread of his ministers. But when this thread is broken, then the common man suffers, and Jalal have to understand their problem and go in between them. Then Jalal would understand corruption, and Toda Mal advised Jalal to go to the people in disguise, but Jalal should go frequently so that the ministers will be afraid that Jalal is connected to the people, and also they will be able to catch the corrupt ministers, and Jalal says that now he understands Toda Mal's point. Jalal disguised himself as a common man with Adgar and Toda Mal, and they goes into the market to see how people are doing. A man was fighting with a trader, and the trader says that he would also beat Jalal too because Jalal is taking the side of Hindus, even though Jalal is a Muslim. Jalal heard this, but he continued touring the market, and he remembered when he was held hostage with Jodha while traveling in disguise. And Jalal asked Adgar to bring a meeting to the table in the court at the palace about the matters among the common men and the soldiers. Jalal was in Jodha's room and he remembered how they were given bad food when they did not pay for tax. Jalal was worried and he looks at Jodha's portrait and he caresses the portrait and says that in Jodha's absence, he talks to Jodha's painting instead. Jalal sees some boxes and Jalal gets a flashback of when he came to Jodha and asks that what did Jodha put in the box, and Jodha says that she saved coins that she gets from her own share of money so that she can help the poor, and so that she can give the money to the poor in the temple and also to the people who cannot pay pilgrimage tax, and the flashback ends. Jalal looks at the coins and the jewels and he became sad, and he says that now he understands what Jodha was trying to say, but he couldn't understand it then. But now that Jodha is gone, then he is now understanding this. In the court, Jalal brings some Hindus who were complaining yesterday during his tour in the market to the court, and the Hindus says that they respect Jalal a lot, but they were being forced to follow many others, and the Mughal soldier asked them to pay more and more money for pilgrimage, and they ask if they are not also part of this nation, and is Jalal only the king for the Muslims, and Adgar asked them to behave properly because they are talking to the king. Jalal says that it is okay, and the Hindu says that they are always coded whenever they want to talk. And is this justice? Jalal says that nobody will stop them today, so they can say whatever they want. And the Hindu says that they feel like killing themselves, and they feel like leaving their homes. And is it their fault that they are Hindus? Jalal says that it is not their fault, but the fault belongs to him, because he couldn't see the problems of his people. Jalal says that he now feels that taxes are burden to the people, so he is announcing that paying of tax should stop. Adgar says that but this tax was being collected since many years now. Jalal says that he has told Adgar earlier that if something has been happening since years, then that doesn't mean that it is right. Jalal says that it is unfair to collect money from prayers, and will his God allow him to collect this money, and it is unfair to collect interest in Islam because it hurts the people paying it, and if he stopped them from prayers, then would they not curse him? Munim and Adgar agrees with Jalal, and Jalal asks Adgar to bring the soldiers that were beating the people earlier. Jalal asked them that with whom's order were they beating the common Hindus, and with whom order were they taking more taxes from the people. The soldiers bluntly denies it and says that nothing of that sort has ever happened, and maybe Jalal is mistaken. Jalal says that he was there and he stopped the soldiers, but they did not listen because they couldn't recognize him. Jalal says that this is all unfair, and Jalal asks them to beat the soldiers and put them behind bars and take their properties from them as well. Then Jalal asked them to bring the shopkeeper who was selling at a high price, and Jalal shouted at them that they are corrupted and they would not allow him to rise. And Jalal also asked them that on whom's order were they selling at a higher price, but they couldn't say anything. And Jalal says that their shops should be taken from them, and the ministers that are supporting them should be fished out. And Jalal asked them out to bring honest shopkeepers and keep an eye on them all, because this is a serious matter. Adam thinks that what has happened to Jalal. Jalal says that king is like a father to the nation, and when people say that they will kill themselves, then it is shameful to listen to, and he accepts that taxes are more important, but not on the cost of lives. Jalal says that tax is collected for the good, and Kazi says that they are with Jalal in everything, but removing pilgrimage tax is not good. Jalal says that if it is not good, then every Muslim would also pay tax too, and it would not be only Hindus. Kazi says that what is Jalal saying? Jalal says that everyone are equal for him, whether Hindu or Muslim. Kazi says that Jalal is deviating from the rules, and Jalal says that the king is for both Hindus and Muslims, and nobody should forget that everyone are his people. Jalal says that agriculture is being developed by Hindu and Muslims, and Adam and Bhagwan both took wounds for him. Todamal and Adgar both serves him, and when God sends rain, it is sent to both Hindu and Muslims' house. Kazi says that but Jalal is ignoring the Muslims and putting the Hindus in the palace. Jalal says that he is looking for honest and worthy people, and he only appointed the people who will serve them good. Jalal says that his own people betray him more, and one minister says that it will be a burden to finance, and Adam also says that if they remove pilgrimage tax, then from where will money come from for expenses of the government? Jalal says that it is a valid question, and Jalal asked Todama to tell Adam that if they remove tax, then how much will it affect the finance of the government? Todama says that it would affect initially, but then people will praise Jalal, so riots will be less, which will be good, and the people will be happy by this. Kazi says that this is wrong, but Jalal says that enough, because he has told Kazi not to speak in politics, and if anybody is not satisfied, then the person can leave. Jalal says that his people are important to him, and he is announcing that pilgrimage tax will not be taken again from now on. And Jalal asked Adgar to tell this to everyone in other states, and Salima and Amida were very happy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching till the end, and please if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like, and please don't forget to comment if you can, and please share this video to your loved ones. I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.